What's good, family? It's your man the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, Izzy Pop, for coming through and boosting the coin up. 1,000,000% confirmed. So, as you've seen by the title, and as you can see on your screen now, Conor Trends, number one. What would you call it? Conor Benn's number one, confidant. 100%, some French word, 100%. No doubt about it. Conor Benn's confidant, yeah? Juice Fidon. Dr. Al-Shabaab has now reinstated his Instagram channel and social media pages and has started posting again. Now, I don't think I actually covered this video. I didn't end up getting round to covering it. But essentially, for you man who don't know, Dr. Al-Shabaab, the man who was all in the video, talking about how the tests are easy to beat and I work with Conor Benn. I mean, you can see the picture here. Tyson Fury. My man's even got Tyson Fury and Joe Parker's name in his bio. Yeah? This cat here was talking about how easy it is to juice the UCAD system, etc., etc. And obviously, shortly after Conor Benn got caught slipping, my man Dr. Al-Shabaab, the man in question here, deleted all of his social pages. They were saying, as it normally does when someone removes their page, this page has been removed or the link's broken or something like that. That standard typical Instagram message. Two twos, in the last few days, Dr. Al-Shabaab has come back with a vengeance. So let's go through some of the things he's been doing on here, because it's skeptical, or it's suspect rather, to say the least. He's put up a whole bunch of zesty sounding ass tunes. Here we go, here's one post to do a boxing. A month ago today, we in London again. Let's go December 3rd. This guy is riding hard for Team Fury. Let's not forget, I did a video on this. Tyson Fury came out and said, I'm sticking with Dr. Al-Shabaab no matter what happens. Yeah? Tyson Fury said, listen, I don't know how Conor Benn got caught, but Dr. Al-Shabaab knows what he's doing. I don't get caught. Yeah? We don't leave no trace. Tyson Fury said, listen, if you follow what Dr. Al-Shabaab prescribes, you can get juiced off your Nelly and not get caught. Those are Tyson Fury's quotes. Yeah, Tyson Fury said, listen, don't know what Conor Benn was doing. Conor Benn must not have been listening to the exact advice of Dr. Al-Shabaab, because Dr. Al-Shabaab don't get caught. Yeah, he in and he out, no traces. He ain't leaving no forensics. That's what Tyson Fury alleges. Two twos. I mean, my man's got conjunctivitis, so obviously some next Don's busting his eye, 100%. Essentially, Dr. Al-Shabaab, he look a bit zesty as well. I told you before. I said to you, man, in jail, Dr. Al-Shabaab, he got what he called the cushion for the pushing. Yeah, he got home comforts. I've been said this. There's a reason, yeah. How do you think all this came out? All this came out because the authorities started pressing Dr. Al-Shabaab. Yeah. These certain mans here, these Sandy Dons, they ain't gonna hold it like that. They just ain't. Yeah? These man there, they ain't holding no 10-piece. They're just not. Yeah? These Dons ain't going to jail and holding a KFC bucket. They ain't doing them ones. Chatty Patty come out. That's how people found out. Yeah? I told Dr. Al-Shabaab, listen, if you go jail, you as good as got. You're going to end up being someone's big bubbly wife, 100%. Too soft. You can't go to jail looking like home comforts. You're going to end up being someone's big round sugar mama, 100%. Big round plumpy home comforts looking ass, 100%. I said to him, listen, end of the day, if you end up going to jail, on the first day, you're going to end up reminding someone, no doubt some big burly Nick called Jerome, of his missus back home. And he's going to say, bum. You know 100%. You remind me of my wife Shelley. My big round burly wife Shelley. Yeah? You can, from now on, your name ain't Dr. Al-Shabaab. Your name is Dr. Al-Shelley from now on, 100%. And that would have been that. Yeah? My man know, bum. YB knows this one. Yeah? YB done been to jail. He knows what's coming for me. And that's why he got chatting to the feds. Chat. That's how do you think everyone knows everything? There you go then. Yeah, and now obviously my man got busted in the eye. Some next on, no doubt Jerome. Yeah, some big burly Nick called Jerome busted my man's eye, and now his eye will twist up 100%. About conjunctivitis. Come on, bro, you're not 5 years old no more. Yeah, that's not no conjunctivitis. Yeah, you got busted. Some next burly don busting your eye. Simple as that. Let's just leave it there. Yeah. about conjunctivitis. You ain't at school. Yeah, you ain't at school running around with the kids' dirty hands and whatnot. No, you ain't one of them ones. What kind of doctors do you know get conjunctivitis? You got a bus in your eye, 100%. Anyway, on a more serious note, well, it's all serious, but on a more serious note, YB, you made this big song and dance about his Instagram coming back. We ain't seen nothing that's kind of peak right now. I'm glad you said that, because you best believe I've saved the peakest until last. Peep this. He put a post out a few days ago now, essentially shilling for his man Conor Benn. Oh, this is long. I might have to bring it up on this one, actually. Yeah, I had to bring it up on a big one because it's not really working. Let me see if you man can see the page still. My big burly head's in the way. Let me move my head out of the way. There we go. Now you man can see it. Here we go. Look, peep this. So my man Dr. Al-Shabaab posted, "The truth always comes out. Anthony Fowler said, you should have spoke sooner, big man." I bet. Here we go. So this is what Dr. Al-Shabaab's reposting. There have been reports that Dr. Al-Shabaab, who counts Ben among his clients, is somehow implicated based on his expertise in testosterone inducement. Ben, however, insists that it was not until after that test in July that he even began working with Dr. Al-Shabaab. In quotes, "I just get him to check everything I take on the WADA system," he says. "But I had not even met him or worked with him at this stage. I didn't even meet him until August, by which time I had the positive test." Now, I should have probably did my research before I came on it, but this video weren't about this one. But either way, I've seen the receipts. This cat was posting things from a year ago. I'm telling you now, Conor Benn and his team are sloppy, man. Super duper sloppy. I kid you not, there's posts from Conor Benn holding up some Gucci thing. "Oh, my doctor bought me Gucci." What doctors do you know buy one of their clients Gucci? Super weird. Yeah? Super duper weird. Anyway, let's get to the biggest leak here. This one is the one Dr. Al-Shabaab put out.
Who's coming for me? The feds give a fuck. Who's coming for me?
So before we play it, obviously it's a clip from Top Boy, but just so you might know, here's the receipt. Dr. Uz Medical, yeah, 100%.
The feds give a fuck. Who's coming for me? The feds, Trident, Navy SEALs, the fucking army. I don't care. These are my ends. Mine. Yeah? And I'm staying exactly where I am. I'm back, Jane.
Wow. So obviously, you heard there what he'd been posting. Dr. Uz Medical, aka Dr. Uz Al-Shabaab, reposted a clip from Top Boy. He's claiming he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, he claiming the feds can do what they want. He ain't snitching, he ain't rolling over. Now, I've heard from a good source that this is actually often what we see within the criminal community, yeah. We often see these ones. The ones who are doing all this, yeah, publicly, they be doing all that, puffing their chest out, yeah. You've always got, in my opinion, you've always got to be wary of the ones who are going through some sort of investigation, and publicly, they're giving it the big one. "Oh, I ain't saying nothing to the feds. Oh, yeah, giving it all that one." Because normally, more time, the individuals who are really keeping it a trilly, guess what? They ain't got to speak about it, because they're solid. Usually it's the ones who are barking the loudest about what they ain't doing. "Oh, I ain't snitching. I ain't going nowhere." Yeah, they can send Navy SEALs. Okay, heard the boss? Yeah, you can send the Navy SEALs, and I ain't chatting. You chatting? You've been chatting. Yeah, how do you think everyone? Listen, Dr. Al-Shabaab. How do you think everyone knows everything? It ain't come from Conor Benn's mouth. It's you been chatting, chat. I told you, I've been told you, man. He knows. He too soft. He cushioned for the pushing. Who can blame the guy? Yeah, if you're going into jail, yeah, and you're £350, listen, I've got to be honest. It's one thing. If you're going into jail, yeah, and you're £350, and you got some squabbles on you, yeah. If you can tangle at £350 and you go to jail, that's different. But if you're going into jail, a £350 teddy bear victim, it's a wrap for you. It's over. Yeah, like I told you before, you're gonna be someone's cushion for the pushing, home comforts. That's what it was. He knows that. He knows. He ain't got no squabbles. This man, come on. Al-Shabaab knows he ain't got no poor game. His poor game 0. His poor game super weak. He ain't got no pause. Yeah, he can't tangle. He can't squabble. It's a wrap for him in jail. And he knows that. And he been chatting. Stop lying. Oh man, they can send the Navy SEALs. And you know what? This must be watched one more time. We must replay Selector. Let's focus on the actual bars here, yeah? Let's focus on them bars. There's a video, we go.
Who's coming for me? Give a fuck! Who's coming for me? The feds, Trident, Navy SEALs, the fucking army. I don't care. These are my ends. Mine! Yeah? And I'm staying exactly where I am.
Wow.
I'm back, James.
So once again, you heard that from Dr. Al-Shabaab, yeah? These are my juices, he said. Yeah, that's not mine. That's not my quote. That's his quote. He quotes, these are my juices. Yeah? Conor Benn's my juice patient. I'm going to juice Conor Benn however I like to juice him. That's what he said. That's not, again, we know, particularly, yeah, these quotes here are particularly, particularly potent in today's day and age. Why? Well, we know rappers, or we know lyrics, and what in the past could be considered kind of performance quotes or not real quotes, they're being used in court. Big facts. Yeah, rappers' lyrics are being used in court to sustain the case against them. That's just what it is. It's Dr. Al-Shabaab out here saying he ain't going to jail and he ain't going to talk to the feds. He been talking to the feds. Come on, he knows that. He ain't stupid. Dr. Al-Shabaab ain't stupid. He knows. Yeah, and no doubt, I said this at the time. I said 3 weeks ago, yeah, I'll bet you bottom dollar Dr. Al-Shabaab will be tweeting, will be DMing Conor Benn saying, yeah man, I'm keeping it a trilly, fuck the feds. I said that at the time. I know them ones. I know these particular Sandy Dons. Yeah, I know them ones. Give it all this one, and they're the ones doing the most. And obviously people like Conor Benn, low IQ. Conor Benn don't know the wood from the trees. Yeah, Conor Benn in his mind will be telling people, yeah, nah, Dr. Al-Shabaab, he holding it down. I know he ain't gonna break. He's solid. I guarantee you, Conor Benn's that kind of naive cat. I guarantee you, Conor Benn would have told people, nah man, Dr. Al-Shabaab, he 100. Yeah, he's solid. He would, 100%. Yeah, he's steel. That's what they've been saying. Conor Benn's been telling his people, Dr. Al-Shabaab steel. He ain't breaking. Can't break. And more time, you just know. Guess what? Look at all the other people around Conor Benn. You don't see no one else talking about, I ain't talking to the feds, and I told you already, the ones that woof the loudest, yeah, they're the weakest ones every time. Because it's almost like it's a tactic to disguise the truth. The people who be doing the talking, the snitching as such, they have to, for themselves at least, if nothing else for themselves, they have to at least, particularly when you're carrying on in your profession, particularly when you may be dealing with Conor Benn on a day-to-day basis or whatever. If the best snitches in the game, they, by almost definition, if you're going to have a wire with someone, you have to convince them that you're not a rat. And to do so, what's the best way of doing that? Well, if you're naive and low IQ, like many people are, many criminals, super low IQ, that's why they stay getting caught. But what's convincing? If someone quiet, convincing, not really, someone in there saying, yeah man, fuck the feds, fuck Trident, fuck the Navy. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you now. Dr. Al-Shabaab has been in there with Conor Benn and gassed him. And Conor Benn's like, yeah man, that's my dude, that's my guy. He your guy. I won't be, and honestly, from what I'm hearing, I will not be surprised in a few months' time there's going to be a wiretap. Not a wiretap, sorry. I won't be surprised in a few months' time we're going to hear some tapes and Dr. Al-Shabaab will be wired up and it will peak for Conor Benn. Yeah? I will not be surprised if Dr. Al-Shabaab has already caught Conor Benn slipping on a wire right now in the last month or so. Because I don't care what no one says, it's not a coincidence. Why has my man put his social media back up? We know these individuals, they often, once people have flipped here, they often start working as a honey trap, what's it called? Yeah, as a honey trap for the feds. Yeah? They say, oh bum, we've got Dr. Al-Shabaab under the thumb. Let's open his public profile up again and see how many dopey low IQ dons we can suck in. That's how it works. Yeah? 100%. Dr. Al-Shabaab deleted all of his stuff when it was hot. He knew he was guts for gutters anyway and realised shit. Off and he flipped. And then the feds have told him, bum, yeah, we want you working on the inside now. Bearing in mind, he was the one who professed, yeah, I know how to juice, I know people. In fact, there was a video of Dr. Al-Shabaab telling people, he said, oh, I know people who are juiced, I'll tell you once the interview's finished. That's what he said. Yeah? The feds, they've been heard this one and told him, listen, you're on the inside. We're going to open your shit up. Yeah, put a fake news post out about how, look at this fake news here, this one here. Yeah, put a fake news post out about how the dates don't line up. And I told you before, most of these boxers here are boneheads. All they'll put together is, oh yeah, Conor Benn was performing well. Dr. Al-Shabaab's clearly innocent, because otherwise the feds would have got him. I'm telling you now, people yet are thirsty to win. They'll be thinking, and Dr. Al-Shabaab will be telling them, I'm innocent. If I wasn't innocent, I'd be in jail or I'll be doing etc, etc. Now, they don't know that he working with them. Do you understand? That's why he's on the roadside. Happens every time. How does a dude who's implicated himself, yeah, all the way in, how's he on the roadside out here puffing his chest about the Navy can't come for me? How'd that work? It don't work, is how it works. It worked because he working for the feds 100%. He a federal agent, yeah? Agent Dr. Al-Shabaab 100%. I've seen the man's tag 100%. Yeah? Agent Al-Shabaab. There's no doubt about it. And he's going to be a honey trap right now. And low IQ boxers will be thinking, boom, Dr. Al-Shabaab has not only found a way to beat the system, the testing system, he also knows how to beat the feds, because look at his Instagram. Even the Navy can't stop him. That's what these low IQ NPC dons will be thinking. Boom, wow, this guy deep. First, UCAD and VADA can't touch him. Now he's rubbing it, you know what I'm saying? Now he's rubbing it into the feds' face. He can't be touched. Yeah? He's a Teflon doctor. Dr. Teflon. Nothing sticks. Oops. So like I said, naive boxers, yeah, will see this and be like, boom, this guy's the man. Yeah? The feds can't touch him. VADA can't touch him. He's even working with Tyson Fury. See them ones there? See them ones? 100%. He must be legit. He's working with Fury. Ain't got no this, that, the other. Next thing you know, a few years from now, everyone caught up. Yeah? The whole lot caught up. And it's looking kind of peak. Conor Benn number one. Conor Benn will be top of the indictment as well. Right at the top. Very top one. Yeah? United States of America versus Conor Benn. 100%. Anyway. You've seen the evidence right now. I'm telling you, anyone out there, man, do not work with this guy. This guy's hot. So, in my opinion, he's super hot. He's too leery. Because people say, YB, you take it too serious because it's only this, that, the other. Listen, what people don't realise is, yeah, if you're, especially as a doctor, yeah, if you're distributing, these aren't legal, testosterone, yeah, and other roids, they're not legal substances like that. You can't be distributing them en masse. that day, 100% you go in jail. So it's not just about the sporting part. Often we think about, oh, well, you know, UCAD and, oh, well, you know, BOC, and it's not that. That's not the one. If you're implicated in a big, juicy distribution program of juices, people go to jail for 5 to 10 years for that kind of stuff. I'm not sure what class of chemical it is, but it's not. You can't just do it willy-nilly, that's for sure. You can't willy-nilly supply and distribute juices. So the question is, why aren't the filth sniffing around this? They are sniffing around it. They love these ones. The filth love the public ones. They love the ones with clout. Yeah, the filth will be all over this. And Dr. Al-Shabaab is number 1 federal agent right now. You know that. And for me, the fact he put that message out, oh, they can't touch me, that's how you know he's been got. I don't care what no one says. 100% been got. Because no other individual can be that leery, particularly when, fair enough, yeah, I wouldn't mind so much. I wouldn't be convinced if, for example, he had been given it this attitude from the rip. But the question is, yeah, why is someone so leery now? Where was the leeriness when it first dropped? Oops. Yeah? If he was leery from the jump, I'd say, listen, man, the guy is just truly greasy. Yeah? The guy is truly greasy and he feels as if he can't be touched. Oops. You can't argue with that. My issue is, this scary ass dude, when it first dropped, he wiped all of his shit. Even shit which wasn't connected was gone. Which tells you he ain't a bad mind like that. If he was, listen, fair, I'd have respected the guy, yeah? If he came out posting them messages, oh, the Navy can't touch me and the Feds can't touch me, I'm Teflon, I'm a Teflon doctor, I'm Dr. Teflon, nothing sticks, yeah? I'd say, listen, fair play to the guy. But that's not how he moved, was it? He moved as a scary ass. That's how scary ass snitches move. Scary ass snitches, they get scared, their ass flaps, and they start, they run to the police office with their nose snivelling and tears coming out their eyes. Yeah, all that kind of sounds, 100%. You know them ones. Snitches, yeah? Snot, tears. A good snitch will always have snot and tears dribbling out of his nose as he goes to confess, 100%. And he begs the feds for a deal. Yeah? And my wife, my kids, all that kind of stuff. Sammy Gravano, all them big snitches. They all give it the big one on 100%. All these big snitches now, yeah? They all give it the big one on YouTube. But the question is, where was all the big one when you was in front of the feds? Oh, you rolled over and got your belly tickled. That's where the big one was at. Yeah? And then blame everyone else who got caught up and yeah, everyone else who ended up doing their hard time, you blame them. No, it was you, 100%. Yeah? Anyway, like I said, Dr. Al-Shabaab, he weren't giving it that one, was he? Let's be real now. Dr. Al-Shabaab was not giving it that one. He just weren't. He was snot and saliva was dribbling all out of his orifices. And he was a sniffling, bumbling snitch. That's what he was. And now all of a sudden, that's the only question I want to ask. Where has this confidence come from? Because you didn't have that one before. You man tell me, as far as I'm aware of, confidence doesn't just drop out of the sky. Confidence is derived from somewhere. And his confidence has been derived because he's been given the official federal nod. Yeah, the feds have given the nod, given the all clear to go ahead and honey trap. That's the bottom line. I won't also be surprised to hear that Tyson Fury has also been brought on, potentially. Particularly when we think about the whole Kinahan thing. For all we know, yeah, Tyson Fury's been caught up for $100 million of money laundering. And he going through it right now as well. And he's been told, listen, we got Dr. Al-Shabaab set up. We're going to put him in, we're going to look at the name here. I don't know about you, but it's just, this for me just feels a bit too bait. Doctor for Tyson, just putting all the names on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? I'm pretty sure as well, before this happened, Tyson Fury's name wasn't even in there. So let's just think from a kind of like a PR point of view or whatever. If I'm Tyson Fury at this point in time, I'll be telling him, listen, boss, I respect your service, but come on, it's not the best for my brand and my name right now to have you know what I'm saying? Yes, we can work together, but maybe lay off To kind of, do you know what I'm saying? Maybe lay off the bio tag and all that other stuff. And the profile pic. But guess what? The only way it makes sense for all this to be all over the place like this is if it's a big team. It's a team arrangement honey trap. Yeah, the feds have told Tyson, listen Tyson, listen Dr. Al-Shabaab, we've got you both guts for garters. Yeah, you're both looking at holding a few KFC buckets, a few 10 pieces each, 100%. The feds have told Tyson Fury and Dr. Al-Shabaab, you got two choices. We can either hand you, man, a couple KFC bucket pieces. We can either hand you, man, a few KFC bucket pieces. KFC pieces. I don't know, this end of the day, man, the Fed told him, we can hand you, man, a few 10 pieces each, or you can set this nice round honey trap up. Oh, I'm Tyson Fury. Oh, I'm Dr. Al-Shabaab. And I can get you juiced off your Nelly and God knows what else. And that's, to be fair, it might even be an in where they first start off, especially these lower ones. A lot of these lower boxes, yeah, they ain't making no coins. So it might start off with the juice, and before you know it, El Trapahan comes along, in that sense. Fury says, yo, yeah, I know we're doing the whole juice thing, but also, my man's got a few keys you can move as well. Boost your purse up a bit, do you know what I'm saying? Oh, what's that? You're only making 10 grand on that show? Oh, you got a wife, you got a new baby coming, ain't you? Yeah, take these two bars here. Yeah, move that and move this as well. Boost up your purse. And before you know it, it's one of them ones. Big spider's web. And before you know, everyone caught up. And Dr. Al-Shabaab and Tyson Fury, you best believe it, they'll be on the stand, telling all they know. Time will tell, 100%. Smash the like button, subscribe, and your boy will be back, no doubt about it.